Now let's move to the charts. Our technical segment for major pairs for, well, the third week of April. So here we are, euro dollar. Why is my screen in purple? That's because we're in the middle of a channel. So let's zoom out for just a second and see this uptrend channel here of euro dollar from the lows of 103.40 early in the year. We had a few higher lows, okay? We also had a few higher highs, but that's less distinct, less clear. Anyway, we're moving up here. Let's zoom in once again and talk about closer levels in euro dollar. So currently 107.25, flirting there with the line that used to be support 107.20. And we below we have 106.60 and 106.30. We bottomed out over there at 105.65 after a struggle, and we're back on the up and up. Further resistance at 107.75 and 108.30, followed by 108.70 and 109.05, which was the high of this year, seen, well, just in late March, not that long ago. Pound dollar, here we have the huge story yesterday. 128.25. Just yesterday we were 300 pips lower. Okay, that's the election effect. We had a small dip here. You can see the small dip initially when we only learned about the press conference and rumors came out, but then the pound began rising, and towards the late hours of the US session we even had a sort of a gap in the charts. Let's try to zoom out and show that sort of a violent short squeeze, if you wish. This move right here, you can see that, well, we had this gap higher. Well, you can't see the gap here. It was a matter of minutes, this big jump. Well, also this one doesn't show it, but it was quite a violent jump to the upside. Then we had the gap more or less filled. But anyway, we are back. We're still on very high levels. For me, the significant level is 127.90, because that was the post-Brexit low, the initial post-Brexit low. Good morning, Montreal. Good morning, everybody. Further below, we have supported 127, a high seen not that long ago, 126.20 and 125.70. To the upside, we have 129, which we reached shortly. I'll zoom out for a second to the daily chart, so you can see that we're back. We had the post-Brexit range of 128 more or less to 135. We're back to this range, the lower end of this range, but back to levels last seen, well, when it was a good weather also, when we had better weather back in September. Okay, so it's certainly a jump. We're certainly out of the long term of the 6-month range that we used to be. Above 129, we have 130 and 131.20. Let's continue to dollar yen. Dollar yen also reflects the weakness of the US dollar, so it's a continuous grind to the downside. We had an initial loss of 111.60, the triple bottom, then struggled with 110, lost that level. Currently, well, we're struggling with the previous low of 108.65, but yesterday we reached lows of 108.10. Further support 107.50 and 106. To the top side, 110 works as resistance. Okay. Okay, so I see you guys managed with the video. Good morning, Alexander. Good morning, everybody. Let's continue with dollar CAD. Dollar CAD more or less in range, as you can see in the past few days. 134.12 resistance, 134.60, 135 and 136 support, 133.80, albeit it's a bit weak, and then 132.65 a stepping stone on the way up, and 131.80. Okay, Aussie dollar, despite the good news from China, and not always rosy over there, sort of a bit of risk off mood currently, holding above 75.16 at the moment. Below 75, we have this very stubborn bottom of 74.75. You can see that the pair could not break lower. Below 74.75, we have 73.75. To the top side, 75.40, and then 76.10, which used to be the bottom end of the range. We had very stable range trading between 76.10 and 77. Now we're at much lower ground here. with the Aussie dollar. Okay. Kiwi dollar, still hugging, I would say, the 70 level. It made an attempt to move above 70.40, which kept it in the past, but didn't make it. Further resistance 70.90 and 71.40. Support 69.50 and 68.80. Okay, and our last major is dollar Swiss, below parity at the moment, reflecting dollar weakness. Further support 98.50. Well, before that we have 99. To the top side we have, of course, the line of parity and 101, followed by 101.70. So a little bit leaning to the downside.